Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Faryal Razak. I'm the founder and the CEO of The Feed. And today we are here with our emotional preventive care series, which we call hashtag Emotional Wellbeing Matters. And today is the sixth episode of that series. Today we are going to talk about gaslighting. And this COVID 19 has forced us to be locked down and to be with the families. And sometimes we are in a lockdown with an emotionally abusive person. Gaslighting is a very common phenomenon in abusive relationships. Let me tell you what is gaslighting. Gaslighting is that kind of emotional and mental abuse where your perpetrator wants you to doubt yourself, doubt your sanity, doubt your memory, and doubt that these things happen. So it is all about sowing the seeds of doubt in your mind. And they make you question your own sanity. And you start doubting that whether this event happened or not, because they want you to manipulate into thinking. And the only thing those toxic people do that to you, the gaslighter do that to you, because they want to control your life, they want you to be dependent on them, and they want you to feel unsure about yourself all the time. They want to delegitimize your beliefs. So this is a very common occurring. And first thing we need to understand, gaslighting is not about you. Gaslighting is about them. It's their mental manipulation, because this is their psychological warfare against you. They want to control you. They want you of all their insecurities that they have, their self-doubt and belief. They know that if they don't gaslight you, they fear that you will not stay into that relationship. So they're manipulating you to do that. So you understand that. Dr. Terry Cole says that there are three stages of gaslighting. First stage is disbelief. When the gaslighting happens to you for the first time, you are in utter disbelief. You say that it can't happen to me. It must be something out of ordinary. And you are in a state of denial, in a state of disbelief, because it just happened to you. And when the occurrence gets quite common, you find yourself being defensive for the things you didn't even do. So you tell them that I was not given this, I didn't do that. And that person says, you always do that, you always deny that. And they start abusing you and counting those things that you haven't done. And all of a sudden, instead of your query being handled, you find yourself defending yourself. So you need to understand that gaslighting is a very powerful tool for the toxic person to control you. So it's about setting the boundaries now. They want you to question your own belief. And then the third stage of gaslighting is a depression, when you are totally drawn into their trauma and you are mentally immobile. So you have to understand that if you're feeling some symptoms, if you are withholding information from your loved ones regarding your relationship, and there is certain thing that you believe that you should not be telling them, then it's a time to question yourself. And then if you doubt yourself and you're hopeless and joyless, and you feel that things are not going your way, and then change behavior. If you think that you were a very joyous person, and you used to enjoy stuff, and now your behavior is changed, then it's time to understand that you might be a victim of gaslighting. And if you're second guessing everything you have ever done, you have doubt about every decision, it's so hard for you to make decisions. You can't make decisions. This is one of the most you know effective way to know that there is some sort of emotional abuse going on in your life. Decision making, if you doubt your decision, if you think that you can do it, and then if you find yourself apologizing for things that you have not done yet, if you're apologizing and you're so unsure of yourself that you think that it must be my fault, I must have said something wrong, it must have been triggered by me. And if you find yourself lying just because to get saving yourself from the wrath of that person, because you know that that person is going to go all around you, that you always do that, this is what you do, and you just want to get away, and you said, okay, yes, I did that, but it didn't work out, and you lie to them because they are trying to make you believe. So if people or the person who's gaslighting you tell you you're too sensitive, you're overreacting, so these are all gaslighting. Nobody should tell you that you're not feeling that, because your feelings are very much a reality. They actually exist in your body in the form of some chemical reaction. The feelings do have a life and a lifespan. It takes a couple of moments before the feeling has to pass through your entire system. So nobody can tell you you're not feeling what you're feeling. So if that person is gaslighting you, you first understand that it's all about them, it's not about you. You have to set your boundaries, know your boundaries, and know. And what solutions we can offer is, first of all, you must always believe in your intuition. If your sixth sense is telling you that that person is gaslighting you, you should understand, you should believe your sixth sense. Your sixth sense, your intuition is a God's way of letting you know. Your subconscious mind is powerful. Your subconscious mind processes information 100 times faster than your conscious mind. So there are things, trust your intuition, trust the thing that you have fed your mind. So you have to understand if you're having a negative vibe, a negative feeling around it, because this is what the people who are gaslighting you do, doubt your intuition, because you have been told so many times that you are always wrong, that you self-doubt yourself. It's time to go back, sit down with yourself, and see what your body and your sixth sense is telling you. And on top of that, what is important is you should meditate, because the person who's gaslighting you shake your core beliefs. So you need to settle down with yourself, be at ease with yourself. There has to be a stillness inside you. Feel that stillness inside you, feel that calm inside you, because everything outside is so topsy-turvy, because they have made you question your own belief, your own sanity. So think ahead, meditate, and deep breathe. These breathing and meditate should be your go-to strategy for any emotional trauma. I couldn't emphasize it more. And then understand that if you are in such a toxic relationship where you're being gaslighted every day, and how many times a day, trust me, you cannot win that gaslighting, because these people are narcissistic, abusive person. They have certain traits, they have psychological disorders. You can't win that war. The thing is that you have to take yourself out of that situation. The third suggestion that I would give you, if you're being gaslighted, that you have to get out of this mental manipulation. Stay as far away as that person. If you can leave that relationship, leave that relationship. Seek professional help to take that person to some psychiatrist or psychologist or qualified people who can help them, because you need relationship counseling now. That manipulative person, if unattended, is going to ruin your life. So you have to get out of this relationship or the situation for the time being, because you can't win an argument with that narcissistic abusive person. You're just going to keep on hurting yourself and self-doubting yourself. There is so much of a strength that you can muster around. And in the end, I would say that have faith in yourself. um, right before, I always say that at the end of my lectures, it's a reminder for every new person that watches: right before you go to sleep in the alpha mind state, you have to tell the one thing at a time, that the basic thing that is bothering, like you want to gain inner strength, you want to believe in yourself, you tell yourself that I believe myself right before you go to bed, because this is the time that you talk to your subconscious mind. So take that time, ladies and gentlemen. And it is very sad to know that why I choose this topic today is because most of us are having relationship issues. This is the time to be merciful, this is the time to be empathetic, and yet we find ourselves in very abusive relationships around. And the normal person who are going through anxieties do not understand. So be careful and have accountability, that and have an accountability. If nobody is listening, Muhammad is so anyways, thank you for joining. And the issue is that, are you the person who's gaslighting someone? This is the very basic question that you should be asking yourself. Are you the one who's gaslighting? Because you don't want to be the toxic person ruining somebody else's life. And this is the time for mercy. This is the time to be empathetic. This is the time for astaghfar. This is the time to reflect upon our behavior. So COVID-19 is time for self-reflection. Please take care of yourself, and please take care of the people around you, because we are bound, God knows for how long, stuck in this situation. So I hope that Allah shows His mercies upon us. And please be kind. That's my message to you. अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा. Allah Hafiz.